Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to make sure that you understood the schedule. So I am going to film a reaction video to Mr. Shellard, to Mr. Shellard explaining the schedule.
Hello, Golden High School community. This morning I'm going to talk to you about hybrid and remote structures, specifically around.
Okay, I just want to pause this real quick. When he says hybrid and remote, hybrid is like after September 8th when you're in person. Remote is when we're all online. You're going to follow the same schedule with the A and B stuff.
Around the bell schedule. My name is Josh Shellard, and I'm the scheduler at Golden High School. I will provide my contact information at the end of this presentation. GHS bell schedule for hybrid in-person learners. As you can see, it's laid out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and there are two grids on the top and the bottom. We're going to go through what that means for us and what you should expect from your students.
Okay, guys. So he's going to explain what these grids mean. So just know that, pay attention to that.
The maroon groups that are group A's are broken into A through K. As you can see with the top arrow, group A, 1 through 4, meets on Monday in person. On Tuesday, the same group will participate in classes virtually. This could look like a student doing synchronous work or asynchronous work that is an extension or a lead-in to the teacher's lesson.
All right, so I'm just going to pause this right here. So if you're in group A, you are live, and the word for live here is going to be synchronous, right? You're synchronous means synced up. So you're here at the same time as the teacher. Sometimes, oftentimes, this looks like a video call like the one we did today, but it doesn't have to. It just means you and the teacher are online at the same time. Okay. So synchronous doesn't always mean video call, but these Monday and Wednesday, if you're group A, those are your days where your teacher might schedule a live video class.
It is repeated with periods 5 through 8 on Wednesday and Thursday.
So periods 1 through 4 are live on Monday. If you're in group A, periods 5 through 8 are live on Wednesday if you're in group A.
Group B is just flip-flopped. They meet virtually on Monday, in person on Tuesday, virtually on Wednesday, and in person on Thursday. In all.
So if you're in group B, this is flipped, right? On Monday, you have class. I cannot stress that enough. You have class on Monday if you're in group B. The stuff you're supposed to do for periods 1 through 4 is going to be posted as what's called asynchronously, right? That means you and the teacher don't have to be online at the same time. So what this is going to look like for me is I'm going to post a digital lesson that I made in slides with videos and stuff to do, and then corresponding assignments in classroom. Okay. When you're asynchronous, you are doing those assignments, and I'm trying to make some time. Sorry. And if you have a question, you can send it via Google Chat, and that I can get back to when group A, when I'm not on a live video call with them. I hope that makes sense.
Students and teachers will have 1 day a week of face-to-face time for each period. Fridays are our complete virtual day. We will follow a 1 through 7 period schedule that we'll get to here in a couple minutes. This will be a synchronous day in which teachers will ask students to reflect, give them assignments that will help lead into next week's work, or just do a quick check-in.
Okay, this is important. I'm never, ever going to have the whole class get together on Fridays to be there for the whole period on a Zoom call. It's never going to happen. I might schedule an individual appointment with you. All right. And if you're in group A, I'm going to, oh no, YouTube error. If you're in group A, I'm going to make sure that that's in the beginning half of the period. If you're in group B, it's going to be in the second half of the period.
Here's the bell schedule in detail. And again, you can access this on Golden High School's website. As you can see, Monday and Tuesday are mirror schedules, and Wednesday, Thursday are mirror schedules.
So Monday, Tuesday, you have periods 1 through 4. Wednesday, Thursday, you have periods 5 through 8.
This provides opportunities for teachers to be able to split the blocks. Student numbers will be limited with larger spaces. On this slide, I have put arrows in for the designated times that students will have access to teachers. This does allow us to check in students with temperatures and health screening questions at the beginning of the.
Okay. This is more about like, he's talking about the stuff we do when we go hybrid. You're going to go through an orientation that discusses that in more detail. Anytime it says student access or online support, I have like office hours appointments. If we're remote, I can keep the morning ones, but if we're in person, I got to ditch them.
Support students through online meetings. First block does have 5 minutes extra built into it to allow
You
for
don't
us.
care.
As you can see, I have circled the fourth block. Fourth block will be our time for online classes only.
Okay.
Also,
so if you're not going to eat lunch at school, every single day you are done at 12:10. That is a great deal. Okay. That is a fantastic deal. Every day you're done at 12:10 unless you want to eat lunch at school.
Students will be out of the building by 12:45 on Mondays and Tuesdays. Online learning, PLC meetings, and other collaborative efforts will take place during that. We will continue the use of our.
That's fine.
Is a time
we'll deal with that
to
later.
ensure that whether students are remote or in person, they're getting the extra time in small groups that's needed. This can be done both virtually and with guidance from administration.
Now he's talking about 8th period. You'll hear more about that.
To under 10
honestly when we figure it out.
In-person classes. The Friday schedule is a full remote day in which teachers will.
You will never come to school on Friday. You'll never physically come to the building on Friday, according to the schedule. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have like scheduled meetings with certain students that seem like they need a hand, or certain students that seem like they're bored. And I want to talk with them and like figure out what they're interested in so that they're less bored. Or it's when I might have like drop in to a Zoom meeting, but you have like, I loaded, a guided reading of like the stuff I want you to read before the synchronous day we're going to have, stuff like that.
Will provide synchronous opportunities for students to reflect and for students to do work that leads into next week's work. This is an opportunity to check in with students and to make sure that they don't have any questions and that they're still continuing along both with academics and personal growth. On this slide, I have provided. Okay,
this is for when we have short weeks. We'll deal with that when it comes. You best keep checking your email. And if you have additional questions, this is Mr. Shellard's email. You can send him an email, but like, if you think that this schedule is hard to explain, imagine having to come up with it when it has never been done in the history of school ever. Literally ever. Nobody's ever done a schedule like this. You and me and everybody else, we are the first. And there's power in that, but there's also responsibility in that, right? So the conversations we had about talking to each other, how am I going to talk to you? You talk to me, and how are we going to talk to each other? And how are you going to talk to your peers? That becomes paramount in this, because if we're not talking, none of this is possible. And that's sort of my reaction. I guess I don't want to say 10 out of 10 would recommend, but I will say that like Mr. Shellard's been working real hard on this. He is doing the best for you, and we, your teachers, are going to continue to try to do the best for you. Peace. Go Demons, I think. Yeah, go Demons.